Hey guys, how is it going? Yeah, here we are doing a little stitch with me because that's what everybody likes to do. And my blah blah Fridays keep getting canceled, which is okay because, you know, this is fun too. We are, what is today? December 20th. We've just got a couple more days left before the kids are on their winter break. So I'm trying to get all the stitching I can today. Right now I am working on the Ingleside Imaginarium Guardians of Notre Dame stitch along by Brittany, our own Blimey Cat. And I'm just, I was looking for those stickers. Now I know where they went. This is all that's been released. It's a mystery stitch along for 2018, but she did release the border. So this is what I am working on. It's two colors. DMC 535 is the dark, and then it is gassed stepping stones, maybe stone path. I don't remember, but that's what I'm working on. My goal before I put this away is to get the first 3 parts of this wheel. Whatever this is has a name, and I'm apparently not smart enough to know what it is. So my goal is to get the first 3 parts done. I'd like to get it all done, but I'd like to at least get the first 3 parts done before I put it away for a while, so that when the first thing, gargoyle or whatever little beastie she has charted for in there comes out, I can get that done. So that is what I am working on right now. I'm going to put on my little glasses and I'm going to figure out where I was at before I left this morning, because I sure don't know where I was. So let's see what's been going on today or this week. So last weekend, my in-laws came for an early Christmas. They headed off to Florida Monday morning, and they got there late last night. So they are happily in their vacation spot, or actually it's living spot, for the next several months. Our little Christmas with them was a great time. It's always fun. It was very busy because that's what it is. You know, kids go crazy when Grandma and Grandpa are here. This week has been pretty typical. That was disappointing. My phone rang. Because of course it did. You guys know I can't record anything without my phone ringing. Not one little thing. So anyway, where were we? Let me try to get back in here so I can see. Okay, so in-laws are in Florida. AJ, so today I had plans to go to breakfast with my friend next door. But this morning, AJ said that he was sick and he didn't want to go to school. I have a knot in the back of this. That is just not cool. I'm leaving it. And he has a swim meet tomorrow and he has practice tonight. And I'm like, you know, there's also quite a few divers that are out with injuries. So I'm just like, you know, you really, like, you need to go. And there's only 2 more days of school. So let's suck it up and get stuff done, right? So fine. So we went to school, and then when I was done with breakfast with my friend, he texted and he's like, I really don't feel well. Well, at that point, we were done with breakfast and we had gone shopping. And she drove, so I didn't have my car. So I sent him a message back, and I'm like, well, hey, you know, I'm gonna hurry. I'll let her know that you're sick and I need to get, you know, to go get you, but I don't have my car, so you're gonna have to wait for a while. So he ended up waiting, you know, like an extra half an hour or so until I could get there. And so I picked him up, In the meantime, he had told me that, you know, he didn't feel well, and he had these stomach cramps, then he threw up during 4th hour, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. So I was worried because he had been saying that his throat hurt, and his stepmom had strep throat over Thanksgiving. And I mean, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what the incubation period is for strep throat. So I was like, well, does it hurt really bad, or does it just hurt like a little bit? Because if it hurts really bad, we should probably go to urgent care. And he's like, Mom, it hurts really bad. Okay. He wasn't running a fever because I took the thermometer with me when I picked him up at school. He wasn't running a fever, but I don't always trust my equipment either. So fine, we'll just go to urgent care. So we went to urgent care, and hilariously enough, a friend of mine, well, it's really like his dad's and stepmom's like BFF. She was there with her son who had gotten hurt during lunch, which was hilarious. So we chatted a little bit. We finally got back there and saw the PA, and basically AJ was diagnosed with a runny nose. Yup. He has a man cold. Man cold. So he has a lot of drainage, which is of course draining down the back of his throat and causing irritation. We did do a strep test that was negative. Like, there's nothing wrong. Everything other than being red from drainage and a little irritated. His lymph nodes were fine. His sinuses were fine. His throat looked fine. His ears looked fine. Everything was fine. Literally diagnosed with a runny nose. I was not impressed. So dropped him back off at home so he could make himself something to eat. And then I went out to the pharmacy and picked him up some Chloraseptic for the throat pain and some Allegra to help clear out his sinuses, and some Flonase stuff, you know, to help that drainage. And off to school he goes tomorrow. He will go to his swim meet. You know, a couple of his fellow divers, like one has a hernia, one has a double ear infection, I think. One fell in the locker room a day ago, and they think he broke his elbow. So, I mean, those guys aren't going to be much help to the team. You know what I'm saying? Not going to be much help. You have to go. 2 more days. Like, you can suck it up, dude. You can do it. So that's what's happening there. My Soda Stitch sale went really well. Did I talk about that at all? So last week I posted my new Soda Stitch designs, and you guys went hog wild and bought a bunch of them. So that's pretty amazing. I'll link my group below if you're into Soda Stitch. 3 Owl Threads Presale is my Facebook group. Feel free to join. I will be placing another order in the new year. So if there are any Soda Stitch patterns that you're interested in me having, let me know. Leave me a comment or email me at 3owlthreads@gmail.com. I'm not doing custom orders. So if you say, I want Fairy Tale Land 1, I will order some Fairy Tale Land 1, but I'm not going to order it and then contact you and get it specifically for you. And it's just because that's way too much to keep track of right now. I also do have a minimum order that I have to maintain with Soda Stitch, so I can't just like order a couple charts from South Korea. Nope, doesn't work that way. But it was a really fun sale, and there were so many charts that I got to see in person, which was great. And I'm really excited to start Fairy Tale Land 1 with Garrett's group, Coffee Stitchers group. He's doing a Soda Stitch Fairy Tale Stitch Along. There's a group on Facebook, so I'll try to link that below. I do have still several Fairy Tale charts, which will also be making it to my Etsy shop very soon. I have some Soda Stitch listed, but not any of the Fairy Tale Land ones yet. That is one of my goals for before Christmas. Another business thing, I am starting a thread of the month, like stash builder club. And that's in my group. And I understand not everybody has Facebook, so I'll try to leave the link to my Google Doc in the description box. So if you're interested in joining like a thread of the month stash builder type club, you could do that with me. Prices are pretty reasonable, so, you know, check that out. And some new things coming, hopefully, in the new year for the business. I really want to start a newsletter because, especially for people that don't use Facebook, there's not really a way for me to capture communication with them. Like, how do they know what's going on with stuff and things if they aren't reading my posts because they don't have Facebook? So I need to expand my communication just a little bit. I'm working on that. I've got lots of ideas. Sorry, my tag is stuck back there. So I want to do that. I have a blog that I actually bought the domain for last year and just totally didn't do anything with it in 2017. Excuse me. And that's called 3owlthreadsblog.com. And I really want to start blogging because apparently blogs are still a thing. I blogged several years ago and then just kind of gave it up. So I really want to do that. I think that would be fun. And I also plan on joining in the Wipocalypse group. There's a Facebook group, but apparently that started as just like a blogger thing too. I have picked some pieces that I really want to focus on finishing in 2018, and I pulled those, and I plan on doing a WIP update, Flosstube regular update tomorrow when the kiddos are in school. So I think I'll talk about that a little bit in that video. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about possibly blogging again. If nothing else, to give more information on my videos too. That was the first reason that I bought that domain last year, is it would be nice to go into a little more depth and detail, or if I forget something in my Flosstube video, or a place where I could list, like physically list all the things that I'm working on. And give links so people can find them instead of just like trying to rely on what I'm saying and maybe I'm talking too fast or whatever, you know what I mean? So just another way to get information out there is really what I'm trying to do. So we'll see. I am hopeful that I can pull that off. It's going to be a busy year, I think. I think it's going to be a good year. Do any of you come up with a word, you know, like your focus word for the year? I feel like I want to do that. I need to be a little more intentional in my life. I don't want to necessarily do it just because it's like a buzz thing and that's what people are doing, so it's cool. Like, I need some focus. Maybe that needs to be my word. Focus. I definitely need some focus in my life. Especially right now. Things just seem to be getting really busy, and it's a good busy. But I don't want it to get so chaotic that I get frustrated or overwhelmed, you know, things like that. I don't want to do that to myself at all. I'm trying to keep an eye on the time because I have to get Archer pretty soon. Gotta pick him up from school. He only has one day left after today because he doesn't have anything going on Friday. So he will be very excited to lay around for the next 2 weeks. The kids have 2 weeks off, and I don't understand why. I mean, I guess I do understand. It's the way school calendars work. But this year, the break is like happening seriously right before Christmas. And the school librarian at Axel's school, the elementary school, I volunteer there once a week in the library just to help shelve books and stuff while the librarian's working with the kiddos. And she and I were talking yesterday, and she said, wouldn't it be great if the break actually included the week before Christmas? Because sometimes it does. And that way you can actually finish your shopping, finalize your meal plan, wrap your gifts, you know, all of the things that you need to do. 1, 2, 3. No, Kitty, get down. Do you see her sneaking up? All those things that really you need to do in order to be prepared. Like this getting off on Friday and having Christmas on Monday? No, thank you. I guess it's better than not having any break at all. Let's get real. First world problems. But it's just, I can see where that's an issue. You know, you need time to do stuff and things. Or travel. Get ready to pack if you're going out of town. Whatever. And it didn't work out. The timing of the year did not work out for that. Oh well. We're not going anywhere this year for Christmas anyway. We are having our second family Christmas with my mom on Saturday. I am getting Middle Eastern food. We are going to have hummus and flatbread and grape leaves and spinach pies and something else, fattoush salad, and I'm missing some, kibbe. Oh, kibbe balls. Yeah, baby. So that's going to be our big Christmas meal, and probably the only people that will really like it is my mom and I. Like, we will think it's okay. AJ likes the hummus. The little kids likely won't touch it. I don't care. I'm very excited about that. And then Christmas Eve, AJ will head off to his dad's for Christmas. Oops. And that'll be that. Christmas Day, we will open presents here with the littles, and it will be so chill, and I am really looking forward to that. Just relaxing. It's going to be so fun. And then I have no idea what we were doing during the 2 weeks of break. I suppose we'll have to get out and do something, but I don't know what. I don't know what at all. Hopefully I will get some stitching in. Axel will spend time. He'll still have his ABA therapy during the day for a few hours, so he'll still get to go and do fun stuff. Archer and I will just lay around in our jammies. I'm okay with that. I really need to mark off my chart here. I am really enjoying the way this chart is looking. But man, it's hard to count. Brittany's making us count. Girl. That's okay though. It's going to be worth it. It is going to be worth it. One. Does this make you guys nervous? I'm not going to touch it, I swear. Oops. I forgot where I was at. This is crazy. And I'm just trying to do the outline because in the middle there's another color, and I can literally just do that. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to get the dark gray done first. which I think is what a lot of us are doing. This chart, I will link it below. I have a lot of things I need to remember to link, don't I? I'll link it below. It's available in Brittany's Etsy shop. There's also she has a Stitch Along Facebook group that you can do. I think it's really a stitchy place for like all of her designs. But you can join that too, and I'll try to include that. I actually just found that last night listening to, I was watching Julia's from Julicious, her Hanukkah vlogs that she's been doing, or excuse me, Hanukkah as she spells it. Isn't that interesting? I've really been enjoying them. In fact, I caught up this morning. I watched the first one and then I fell behind a couple days and caught up this morning, and now I'm waiting for her to upload another one. Maybe she has, since I watched the last one this morning. They're really, I find them so interesting. And I still, Tracy P last year talked in one of her Flosstube videos about Hanukkah and how it came to be, I guess is the best way to put it. And I still remember the information that she gave, and it was really interesting. I had a friend that I used to work with that, bless her heart, I swear she was obsessed with Jewish culture. Like, she just loved it. I don't know why. She wasn't Jewish. I don't know that she knew anybody that was Jewish other than one guy who started working in our office right before I left. And he was the go-to for questions, and she would just come up with these zany questions to ask him, and he was always very patient and just answered. He thought it was funny that she was so interested. I always thought it was funny too. It's like, what is this? And she's like, I don't know, man. I love it. And it's like, okay, you're so silly. So I like hearing about it. I like hearing about different, different celebrations, how people celebrate differently. I think it's great. We can all stand to learn a thing or two about a thing or two. We can all do that. Can't imagine why we couldn't. So that's been happening. Leaf took the day off yesterday from work because he had some extra days. Oh, geez, what did I do here? And he helped me wrap Christmas presents. So I think all of that is caught up. Thank you, baby Jesus. I hate wrapping presents. I said that in another Stitch with Me. It is one of my least favorite things. One of my least favorite things. So he helped me. He probably did the bulk of the wrapping, which is great. So we should be all set now. I have a couple presents to wrap for he and I. I bought he and I a present just for something, because we don't actually exchange gifts usually. Most of the time, I always say by the end of the year, I have already purchased my share of any type of holiday gift he should be even thinking of giving me. Like, when I want something, I just buy it. So by the time Christmas or birthdays or whatever rolls around, I'm like, I'm good, which probably isn't a good thing because it makes both of us not even try. So, last night, like, one of the things that he has under the tree is a set of clippers, like a beard trimmer, and it was because he needed one, and he told me to go ahead and buy it and we would just wrap it up. And he was trying to be snarky with me last night, and he was like, really, for Christmas I got a beard trimmer, and I'm the one who bought it. And I said, really, for Christmas this year I have 0 things, which is very true. There are 0 things under that tree for me. So, suck it, Mr. I don't know, maybe he'll surprise me, but I doubt it. But I do try to get him at least something that he doesn't know about, because that makes it a little fun, right? There's a little bit of magic then. Not a lot, just a little. And we don't go overboard for presents, because honestly, we don't need anything. Our children don't need a whole bunch of toys. Nope. That's not what we're all about. So that is done. Ooh, that does remind me. I'm pretty sure my tree is out of water. I meant to fill that up last night. It's a good thing Christmas is almost here. Thankfully, none of the needles are falling off yet, because I have been really bad about watering the tree this year. Ooh, so terrible. But it's been pretty healthy. It looks really good. Those needles aren't falling off yet. Okay, just really want to finish this part here. I don't know what I'm doing because I've lost my place again. Seriously? Why do I keep doing this? 1, 2, 2. Boy, I hope I end up in the right space. Yesterday I had to frog a bunch over here. I was so mad. Counting is so hard. It's really not. It is not that hard. 2, 1. Almost there. Just really feel like I'm nervous here. 2. Oh no, I think I'm going to be just fine. Not. So yeah, I hope you guys are all settling in for the holiday. Christmas is on Monday. Hanukkah's in full swing. Just a nice break around this time. Kids get out of school. I guess it's kind of a break. You might be able to sleep in a little bit. That's what I look forward to. Oh, look. It worked. It all worked out. Look at that. So I'm going to finish up these last 2 stitches, and that's going to be it for this stitch with me. I don't know how much. I don't know if I'll be able to do any during the day with kids amok. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. I'm definitely gonna have to do that update tomorrow, because the one thing that I haven't done yet, that I've done for I think 3 years in a row now, is my Stitchy Wishes giveaway. Ooh, stab my fabric. And I need to do that in my next update. So that'll probably be tomorrow. I'll try to upload this tonight. Ooh, my eyes. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, guys, here we go. I did one little thing. I know it's not very exciting. I'm gonna upload this, and I will see you guys later with a regular whip update, which I promise will be a little more exciting than this. I think, anyway. All right. Bye, guys.